pissing, I'm a who that. I'm a who that. Long as I'm living, I'm a who that. Lose or winning, I'm a who that. Sports coma, yeah, this is where we do that. Where we do that, 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 Boogie like pissing, I'm a who that. I'm a who that. Sports coma, this is where we do that. Where we do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Somebody please better help. Running this thing like elf. I thank God every day I'm not a felt. Go to YouTube Live with Big Q and the guys. If you ain't ride or die, the bandwagon get flipped. Been marching in, that was way for the ring. I was yelling out your chain for the championship. Bucking on town, duck down. Falcons, pluck, get shut down. Panthers ain't much touchdown. The vision really belong to us now. So much hate on the Saints, you could probably tell. Ever since Bounty Gate hit the NFL, when things seem fishy and you probably smell the crooked referees on Roger Goodell. Yeah, fucking like this and I'm a who that. Every day I'm living, I'm a who that. Lose or winning, I'm a who that. It's the sports coma, this is where we do that. Where we do that, 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 Boogie like this and I'm a who that. It's the sports coma, this is where we do that.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports fam. I'm Big Q. Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being with me in this episode of the Coma Friday edition. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week and getting started in the right capacity for the weekend. Tonight, as you can see, I'm downed out with my Pelican gear. Pelicans have a big matchup tonight as they take on the Boston Celtics. So hopefully it'll be a win. So shout out and a salute to the Who Dat Nation, man. I appreciate y'all being in this thing. Feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And also feel free to blast out the show's links on your social media feed. They help us out a great deal. So big ups to the fam. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all for being in this thing. As this one is called, Jameis Winston benching hurt my heart and soul. So we're going to cover that. We're going to go over the injury report for Friday and another article. Then we're going to get through it and kind of move on. Not going to hold you guys for very long tonight in this stream as well. So hope you guys, like I said, had a fantastic week going into the weekend. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend ahead. So shout out to brother Canu too. Canu to you. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super sticker, fam. Much love to you. Appreciate you for that. And thank you for all of the family members out there with the Cash Apps as well. Shout out to all you guys for all the terrific support. The upcoming year has a lot of great things happen. I got a lot of things in the work. And I just want to say thank you to you guys for everything and moving forward. A lot of great things I got popping and shaking. I can't really tell you about them right now, but just know that I'm working behind the scenes. Got a whole bunch of new stuff, about to turn it up, about to revamp some stuff, and about to take it to the next level. That's what the Sports Coma do. We always ramp it up and we, and carry this thing. I got, in the Who Dat Nation, man, we successful people. So we got to march on and do our thing, you know what I'm saying? And be the true trendsetters that we are in the Who Dat Nation, especially in the Great Saint Think Tank. Big ups to the fam. All right. So with that being said, man, listen. We talked about it, and I was going to shout out to the professor too, man. Thank you, professor. Send me an email, about the Nick Underhill and Mike Triplett. Shout out to those guys. Sooner or later, I get either one of those guys on the Coma. They be very busy as well. But we got Bob coming up real soon. We're working out getting him in here again. Hear his thoughts. Bob is just. He's a member of the Great Saint Think Tank. We love Bob. We love brother Kyle T. Mosley and the rest of the family members. But Bob is always a dude that keeps it real. We're going to get him in here to talk about what's going on and make sense of it, rationalize the things that's been happening with this team. So, but we're going to cover the Nick Underhill and Mike Triplett story that they did. We're going to cover that sometime soon. Just to let you guys know. So, man, a lot of stuff popping and shaking. And just like what I told the family members about this whole Jameis Winston thing, it's like when the article came out, in the mix of the Saints struggling, there's cracks. And when Dennis Allen was asked about, do you have concerns about losing the locker room or what have you, and he said no, that's because he's blind. And that comes with a person that doesn't have any vision in the imagination. He's not meticulous. He's not methodical. Not can't pay attention to detail. He's one of these type of people that's not a visionary person. You have to be able to have the vision. You have to be able to have a certain form of clairvoyance. You got to be able to see things before they happen. You got to have that vision, that perspective to understand that I see something over here about to happen. Let me go ahead and adjust back over here so we don't get to that. You see, you got to be able to see the future to a degree, and he has none of that. He has none of that. Even when the calls are very simple for you to make, like the team needs a spark. And if you don't put the right guy in to spark him, you go back to the guy that's dead, who's DOA. You know, I said this the last show that this guy, Andy Dalton, is DOA. He's DOA. He's dead on arrival. He's a half dead guy. He's a zombie out there throwing passes around. He's missing on guys. And it's not his fault. He's not a guy that's meant to carry a team long ways. You get him in there 3 or 4 games, and that's all he need to play for the rest of the year. Get your starter in there, protect him to the best of your ability. If you got to leave a blocker in the backfield back there to do what he got to do, or chip shot some of these other guys, keep them in the infinite shotgun, whatever you got to do, whatever you have to come up with to give extra protection to your quarterback. Work on rhythm passes, getting the ball out fast, getting him to practice when guys are coming, how to shield himself, get extra padding on his body, that kind of stuff. So what does he do? Keeps doing the same thing. He's going to do exactly what he needs to do to get himself fired because he's a dummy. He doesn't have the vision to understand, well, what I'm doing is right. No, you're not doing it right. That's the point. But by the fact that I'm saying this and you're saying this, he's not going to do it because you're saying it and I'm saying it. And to do what you saying or what I'm saying, opposed to what he's saying, is the wrong thing. I got to go with my own mind. Well, if you got to go with your own mind, you end up losing. And who that nation's telling you, because this shit ain't deep. None of this is deep. None of this stuff is astrophysics or advanced calculus. None of this stuff is none of that. It's football. It's very simple. You make the right move. If a guy's not playing well, you get him out of there, get somebody else in there. If you need help in the interior defensive line, you go there and you get your veteran defensive interior lineman, a big nose tackle, you plug him in there. You see what I'm saying? Very simple. You got to move money around. You move the goddamn money. You make it work. Look what Philadelphia's done, moving trades and all this stuff. They signed Ndamukong Suh to add to their interior line because guys was missing. They got gashed for 300-something yards. So what the Saints got gashed for over 300-something yards the last several contests, and you look at it and saying, well, we're going to keep rolling out the same cast of characters. No, a change has to happen, but he's not a visionary, and that usually comes with guys that are visionaries, that have clairvoyance and the ability to discern or the ability to forecast and look down the field and see where things are and how to direct their teams away from them. This dumbass will run the team right into the iceberg and then blame the iceberg for being there. You know, dumb son of a bitch. He'll run the team, he'll run the ship into the iceberg, and then when they ask him in the press conference, why did you hit that iceberg? Well, you see, that was the iceberg's fault, man. You know, we was doing everything. We was just going about our day. We was doing whatever we was supposed to do, and this damn iceberg just popped up out of the water and hit my ship. This what kind of guy you got here. But anyway, with that being said, fam, hit the like button for your boy as we get to going and moving and shaking and popping in this one, man. Let's get into it. I'm going to play the 5-minute video from Jameis Winston, which is called Winston Opened Up About Losing His Starting Job. And this is on the back of the triplet situation where you can see Jameis is talking about losing his job. Jameis is also, he told Triplet about Dennis Allen backstabbing him or deceiving him. And guess what? That didn't make Dennis Allen feel happy to have Jameis Winston, because number one, he really didn't want Jameis. They settled on Jameis because they couldn't get Deshaun Watson. So they went back to Jameis. But if you got a guy making $20 million and the doctors are saying, well, this is as good as it's going to get as far as him healing up to play, if you have to take these extra precautions to kind of make sure he's all right, then you just have to roll with it and do what you got to do. The guy goes and looks at it and goes back to Dalton. Doesn't make any sense because he's a dumbass. All right, so anyway, let's keep it going, man, on this thing, man. Let's get it popping and twisting, man, with this. So we have a lot going on, man, with this team, man. There's so much a lot. So Let me get the share on, family. We'll get the popping and shaking, man. We'll start off. And this is the article right here. This is straight up from the Bleacher Report. Is Jameis Winston's getting hurt, but I'm going to play the 5-minute video and then we'll break it down from there and go into it. Then we'll cover the Friday injury report. We'll go over another article and then we'll close the stream. All right, so here we go. Let's get on into this. Here's Jameis Winston. Y'all put one in the chat if y'all can hear this sound. Here we go.
But that's it. But my role right now is to be the leader that I need to be, not the leader that I want to be. Right? So that's all I can do.
Jameis, from talking with them, do you think health is factoring into the decision that they're waiting to see you healthier before they make a switch?
I can't speculate on that either. I'm just gonna trust myself. Do what's best for me, and that right now, that's treating this as it is what it is, and being the leader that I can be to this team.
When you say doing what's best for you, would you like to be healthier when you finally get that?
I would love to be healthier. I mean, but no one comes into the season, during the season, and is fully healthy.
Yeah.
So outside of health, I would love to be with this team playing, but my role right now is to be the leader that I can be and encourage them anywhere that I can without playing.
So let's analyze this before we carry on. What's very interesting, and thank y'all guys for putting one in the chat for hearing it. It's a lot of it's a low volume interview, but I had to turn the board up here so you guys can hear it. So this is a different look for Jameis. He's been a guy now. Think about it like this. Over the last several weeks of the season, Jameis hadn't said anything. He's been strictly team. Then, of course, the mindset changed. Something snapped in him where he's taking more of an aggressive offensive approach to let his name being heard and kind of switching to putting pressure on the Saints to play him. See, Dennis Allen is immune to pressure. He's a dumbass. But Jameis, notice his more offensive approach that he's taking here, family. Notice that. The interview with Triplett, and then, of course, the interview here talking about he loves to play and he's as healthy as he's going to get. That's telling you off top that whatever Dennis Allen was talking about, Jameis Winston obviously doesn't agree with it. Because if he was, he would have said, yeah, you know what? Coaches, coaches know what he's doing. We're going to just live it to coaching. I'll be called upon when I'm ready. We'll execute. We'll do whatever we got to do, yada, yada, yada. That is not the approach. His interview with Triplett and them and Underhill was about how Allen deceived him about the quarterback's job, right? And it went into other areas talking about the intricacies of the specifics of what the injury was and how he shouldn't have played when he played. And we were saying that at the time, man, this guy shouldn't be out there playing. But the coach should have seen that and pulled him out of there. See, that's the thing I'm saying, the ability, the vision that the man simply doesn't have. You see your quarterback out there struggling. Even in the Atlanta game where Jameis was struggling, he went into the tent, got a painkiller shot in his back, came out, won the game from him. After the pain, it happened right after he went into the tent and got the pain shot, came out, then won the game. Then he told the people at the end, just pain all over. Remember that? The next game what was the Buccaneers game? Then he got hurt again. And he was just saying he had those regrets. But even Jameis apologizing for that, that's what players do. They will sacrifice their bodies to play a sport that they love. And sometimes as a coach, you got to protect players from themselves. That's when he shouldn't have played. He should have pulled and say, look, Jameis, you're not right now. We're going to pull you out, put this other asshole in there, and we're going to keep it bucking. But he didn't do that. He pulled him. He played him until he didn't play him. He felt like he needed to pull him out of there, so it became obvious. A shout out to you, RL. Shout out to you for hitting that subscribe button. Much love, fam. Appreciate you. Interesting. But I just wanted to pinpoint this to the Who Dat Nation that Jameis is going on the offensive here. The interview with Triplett and Nick Underhill, and now the interview with WG. He's going on the offensive here, just to let you know. Let's keep it bucking.
Dude, this is the stretch this team has. Are you confident this team can turn it around at this point in the season?
Yeah, it's a week-to-week lead. So right now our focus is on this week, and I'm confident that we can go out there and get a win this week. That's what we're capable of doing.
Are you eager to get, like, I know it's a dumb question, but obviously, I mean, how eager are you, though, to get back out there at a good point of health and show people what you can do after all the rehab of last year?
It hurts my soul. And that's all I can say.
Look at his face when he said that. And when he said that, I had to take that facial shot, freeze it, and then make a thumbnail out of it. And the thumbnail that you guys see for the show is this photo here, this frozen frame of Jameis Winston's image. When he said what he said, he paused for a second, and the media did a good job. They paused for a second, and you can read his face. Shout out to Brother Bishop for the Cash App, man. Thank you, bro. Shout out to you. Happy holidays to you. Go Pels. Shout out, bro. But look at Jameis' face, and he said it hurt his heart and soul not to be able to play, even though he feels like he can play. But why isn't he playing? Dennis Allen said, no, we're going back with this other guy over here, even though he's not giving us anything over the last 2 games. Yet the offense is averaging less than 15 points a contest. And he got fat stats all over the place and touchdowns and yardage due to the fact that he's getting most of that stuff in garbage time. But this is when you're supposed to make the move to go to the quarterback and do the best you can do in protecting him. You need a spark. Your team is 3-7. We've reached desperation period as a New Orleans Saints organization. You don't have any more room to lose any more contests. You've lost 7 games. You lose 8, cancel the season. It's over with. Many people right now saying Q is over with. I'm saying it's over with. But from a perspective of if they create a spark some kind of way they can move forward, there's no better spark that you can start at the top of the team with the quarterback. So he's going on the offensive because he knows that there will be no quarterback change, and that even though he's saying week to week after this game is over with, the question comes up again, do you go with Andy Dalton? If Dalton is super lucky enough to win the contest, they'll go with him next week. And let's get this straight to the Who Dat Nation. The reason why Jameis Winston is not playing is because Dennis Allen is holding a grudge against him to a degree because of the interviews with Triplett and the things that he's saying right here. So Jameis knows, and his people know that, and this is like I said, this is a different approach for Jameis Winston. And so far, he'll usually stick to the background in rehab, don't say nothing. Well, the coach's decision. But he's becoming more verbal because he realized the man not going to play him. So he got to force his hand. So he flipped this stratagem here. So he putting pressure on them. So if this is a loss, that should force Dennis Allen's hand to play. But Dennis Allen's not happy about him talking to the media. I'm going to keep it $1.15 with you. That's what this is.
One thing I should have clarified when we were talking last week, when you said you were told that if the team was doing well, you wouldn't lose your job based on the team doing well. I mean, do you feel like that's what happened? Can you say who told you that?
Do I feel like what happened?
Like that they switched quarterbacks based on how the team was performing?
Well, no, I lost my job due to injury. Yeah. And the policy has always been you don't lose your job because of an injury. Right. And that's what happened.
Well,
okay. Now, remember we talked about this before. He lost his job due to injury. But Dennis Allen with Andy Dalton, the guy's 2-4 at the helm. So it's more than, and Jameis is being real, picky with his words right here. But you can read between the lines. The reason why he's not the starting quarterback right now is because of Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen would rather take his chances with Andy Dalton losing the game than give Jameis Winston an opportunity to do it because he's operating from a petty mind right now. Right now, he's upset because Jameis did that interview and put his business out in the street that he lied to him and deceived him. And he was told that he would have the quarterback job when he got healthy to come back. And then Dennis Allen said, and y'all heard it, that Jameis is 100% when he made the QB change to go to Andy Dalton. Jameis is 100% healthy, but we're going with Andy Dalton because of something he said pertaining to the term that he used for the offense. I don't remember what it is, and I really don't care because it was dumb. But the reality is that he know that Jameis wasn't 100% when he said that. He never corrected that and apologized for that, saying that, listen, I apologize, I misspoke. He wasn't 100% healthy. We just, I was saying that he was in better health than what he was prior. That's what he should have did. But this dumbass never amends his words. He never corrects what he says. He just stumbles, stutters, and buffoonishly walks his way, rolls his way over into these different press conferences. and totally pretend like yesterday didn't happen. He's good at pretending. Right now, he's the best pretender in the world. Right now, he got everybody fooled that's not a Saints family member that know that they got him fooled thinking he's some type of coach. He's good at pretending. He pretending right now he's a head coach of an NFL team. You know? But yeah, that is the standing policy. You lose your job due to injury. And how is he losing his job? This other guy in 6 starts is 2-4. I told y'all this is pettiness by Allen. He's not playing Jameis Winston because the interviews that he did with Triplett, and of course the way that he's speaking out now, and he refuses to let Jameis force him into the starting role. That guy is crazy, man.
But I guess what I mean is you don't think it's still due to injury, like it's time for you to come back and they didn't return the job to you is how you see it?
I don't know how I see it. I just know that I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Right? And when my number is called, I'll be ready.
And who assured you, though, that when you were healthy, you would get your job back?
Well, the conversation that I had with Coach in London, this was the first conversation that I had with him. Yes. Yeah.
All right, so right there, Triplett leading them into it. You see, Mike Triplett was leading them. Triplett did the interview, and now Triplett's leading him into the question and doing a good job. It's like, who told you that? You remember I did the interview with you and you told me that such and such. And then he said, well, Coach told me in London. But Jameis spoke about that trip when he went over there, how the medical staff would say, you know what, you need to keep Jameis Winston home. We don't need Jameis to go over there to Europe right now. We don't need him to go because that long-ass trip will not be good for his back. He needs to stay here. He's not playing anyway. Let him stay here in rehab. How they didn't know to say that? What kind of coaching, what kind of medical staff is this? What kind of Sally Jesse Raphael type ass coaches? What's going on here? Huh? What's going on here with this medical staff here? This is ridiculous. What kind of medical staff would not shut Jameis Winston down when he took that trip over there to London? He spoke in that interview with Triplett, and Underhill said that was really bad on his back. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be bad on your back. You're taking a long-ass trip to London over there, and you got 4 broken vertebrae. You're not going to play anyway, so why are you going on that trip? The medical staff should have shut him down, but they didn't. It's just absolutely amazing. The Three Stooges, oh, man, ridiculous, crazy, back-ass way the Saints are operating. And this is done because there's not a visionary at the helm. A guy that's saying, no, we're going to set the policy. We're going to do this. This is ridiculous. So, yeah, he said that about Dennis Allen assured me, well, Dennis Allen word ain't worth a piece of dung that falls from the back of a cow. Let me tell you something.
Following up on Nick's question, he's asking if you'd rather be 100% healthy when you play. I know that's not always an option, but I don't know, I might be wrong. Were you asking if you would rather be 100% healthy by the time you play, even if you have to wait, or you just want to play now?
No, he was asking how does it feel not playing, right?
Yeah,
like
maybe I just misinterpreted your question.
No, that's like it sucks not playing.
Yeah.
Right, but like I can't speak on anything that I can't control. Right, the only thing I can control is who I am to this team right now, and that's my focus. It's my focus, and being prepared when my number's called.
I was interested in that, though. Like, would you rather wait a few weeks and be healthier when you get the chance, or you want the chance right now? Like, if you had a decision to make, just kind of trying to peg where you're at health-wise.
I'm not going to play the ifs and ands, right? Like I'm what's going on right now, like is what I got to deal with right now and focus on right now. So I'm going to handle what's going on right now, and when that time comes for me to eventually get back on the field, which hopefully it will, but I'm going to support Andy. I'm going to support this offense. I'm going to support everybody on our offensive staff the best I possibly can, and that's it. Because this, like I say, I wear this shirt, this big team, little me, even though it hurts my heart, right? It hurts my soul, the way things have turned out to be this year. But it is what it is.
And so you had mentioned that your brain tells you shouldn't have played that Tampa game.
No, I know I should have
wanted to
played
play.
that game.
You should have.
No,
this is different.
Just health-wise, I shouldn't have played that.
This week is different though. Now you really do feel healthy enough to play.
Absolutely.
It's got to be such a natural instinct, though, right? As an athlete, you always want to play.
That's it. When you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Right? and that's how it is. But it is what it is. And I owe it to this team to be in the role that I'm in right now. Right? I owe it to this offense, to everyone. And I apologize to the fans, right? Because I know some of them want to see me out there. But
well, at least somebody's saying they apologize. Good damn, goddamn. Been waiting for that one for a long time. Somebody to say sorry. Somebody to say sorry. But listen, this is and remember we talked about this. You got the head coach of the well, he's not even the head coach. You got the head janitor running the Saints who mops the floors with a sour mop. And alienating his $20+ million quarterback is repulsive. It's stupid. It's trifling. It's back ass. It's just horrible. Look at his demeanor. The $20 million quarterback. $20+ million you paying this man over 2 years. You got a dumbass, back ass coach who don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Alienating his $20 million quarterback for a backup that ain't work. I ain't gonna even go there, but it's just ridiculous. You could tell by how Andy Dalton played the game. He's not into the scheme of the game plan either. He's forcing this condition. And I promise you that he doesn't want to be in this position trying to play under these type of situations, because he's got hit. Dennis Allen attached himself to him. And when it all goes to, you know what, they're going to really fall. It's just, well, Andy Dalton wasn't hitting on nothing. And then they're going to spin the injury scenario. Well, Jameis had a broken back. He couldn't play. Michael Thomas was hurt. He couldn't play. So we going to get them healthy and we're going to try it again. No, we won't. We want you up out of here, Dennis Allen. We're not playing with you. We're going to run you up out of here. I promise you that. But anyway, let's finish up on Jameis Winston interview and then we'll go to the rest of it.
Better. So we need to go out there and start with this week, get a win as a team, because no one person makes a team win. We need to go out there and get a team win, and I think we'll all be better at the end of the day.
Thank you for taking that.
All right, that's Jameis. Shout out to Jameis Winston, man. And as you can see, like I said, family, the one thing I noticed about this whole thing is obviously the Saints approach, the approach that Jameis Winston is taking. He's went from more of a chill, I'm chilling behind the scenes, I'm just going to let this rock out, to being more, what's going on? That's going more in the realm of going after and at Dennis Allen. He's been deceived. So his team and his family members, Sean, you can look in his face and see he's pissed because the man promised him, told him, hey, listen, when you get healthy enough, we'll put you back in the game. Sure, and now when the opportunity comes for him to look at James, because the team need a spark, you need a spark. He's not 100%, but you protect him the best way you can, put him in the game, see what you can do. Jameis right now, the standard of Jameis right now, he's a third-string quarterback. First quarterback's Dalton, second's Taysom, and then Jameis is third. He holding the clipboard. That's pretty shabby for a $20 million quarterback, and that's on Dennis Allen, because the call should have been made to put Jameis in the game. Where is Mickey Loomis at to force Dennis Allen's hand? Dennis Allen has lost a lot of coup points in the office because he's basically guiding the ship into the mountain. He's running the plane into the mountain. He don't know what he's doing. He up there in the cockpit of the plane, just jumping from seat to seat. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? That's what this dude is. Nothing about him shows a guy that's in control of anything. Bottom line, he alienated his quarterback, and now he got cracks and fractures all throughout the team. And he's sitting up there talking about he don't believe he gonna lose the team. You already lost the team. What you talking about? You lost the team already. That's why you want me to give you a big example, you dumbass Dennis Allen, how you lost your team? Your team is 3-7 right now. That's how you lost the team. There's too many stars and players on this team for this team to be 7 or being 3-7 right now. You've already lost the team because the team is 3-7 right now, and you just lost to the garbage ass Pittsburgh Steelers last week. Rookies all over the place, one of the worst offenses, and they beat you by double digits. You've already lost the team. Well, I don't feel like I lost the team at all. Well, we just got to play better, and it's a bad day at the office. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, let's get into the injury report right here. Friday's injury report, and it doesn't look good. Just to give you, for people that didn't see this, that did not see this injury report, cover your damn eyes, please. 13 players, number 13 on that injury list. And here go the final report for the week. Josh Andrews went from limited to fully practiced, so he'll be ready. He's starting again. Shout out to my boy Ross Jackson. He'll be back on the Sports Coma coming up here sometimes next week. He reported that Josh Andrews will start at center again, which Ruiz will play at the guard position. So he reported that. So Josh Andrews, the veteran offensive lineman, will start at the center position for the Saints again. Marcus Davenport is out with the calf issue. JT Gray, the special teams ace, is out. James Hurst from concussion protocol, still on it. He's out for the game. So your starting left tackle's not there. Mark Ingram, we already knew he was out. Cam Jordan is out with an eye issue. He's out. So you don't have Marcus Davenport or Cam Jordan. Your two top starting defensive ends are out. Your starting left tackle is out. Jarvis Landry, the wide receiver, should play. Laddie Daddy is out. Marcus May should play. Andrews Pete is questionable. He had some play, which is promising. We'll see, but he's listed as questionable. Should Andrews play? That helps to a degree because Andrews is dealing with a tricep issue. So, we'll see how the Saints handle that thing, because they might have to shuffle if they don't activate Trevor Penning to operate from the left tackle position. If he don't go, then Andrews Pete could be shifted to the left tackle position to play the tackle position, and they fill in. So this is going to be an interesting mix of offensive linemen for the Saints. We know McCoy is out. Ryan Ramczyk, of course, he will play. He's been dealing with illness. Malcolm Roach, limited. Pete Werner, of course, is out with ankle issue. Probably will miss the rest of the year. For the Rams, Matthew Stafford fully practiced his entire week. His status is they looking positive that he will play. The backup quarterback was questionable, doesn't matter. Their starting center, Brian Allen, is probably one of their better players, is out. Linebacker Trevane Howard is out. Questionable is Ashawn Robinson, the big defensive tackle. Shout out to Vote ZDLR for hitting that subscribe button. Shout out to you, fam. Appreciate you, sir. Much love. All right, Greg Gaines, who is the big nose tackle, fully practiced from an elbow issue, so he should be good to go for the Rams. So the Saints going to have to reshuffle on the offensive line with guys like James Hurst and McCoy out. So we know that what the right side of the Saints offensive line looks like with Josh Andrews starting at center. Right guard will be Ruiz. Right tackle will be Ramczyk. Andrews is questionable whether he plays the left guard position. Who's the left tackle? We'll figure that out. All right. K-New-You donated. Thank you, bro, for once again. Shout out to you for the super sticker as well. Much love, fam. Thank you again. Very interesting, man, for the injury report for the black and gold, man. Very concerning because you need a pass rush. And both Cam and Davenport are out, which means Peyton Turner and Carl Granderson will have to step in as starters to provide pressure, which we'll see how that looks. But the depth of the Saints in the defensive line will be severely tested here with both Cam and Davenport out. Passanio, who started last week, he might get an opportunity to start next to Peyton Turner. Granderson operates as the rotational defensive end or the situational pass rusher. And like I said, the depth of the Saints defensive line will be tested. The Saints will have to dig into the practice squad some and see if they can reach and get some of these guys that can come in and kind of help out. It's gonna be interesting. Both the Saints' top defensive ends, Cam Jordan's missing the game. That's tough. And the final story right here before we get ready to leave, Saints fans growing tired of Dennis Allen. Shout out to Chris Dunnels for his scoop in the Canal Street Chronicles. All right, confidence in New Orleans Saints is at an all-time low and bottoming out. Only 4% of the Saints family members polled last week are confident in the team's success. This is alarming considering the preseason aspirations for the team, but not necessarily surprising considering the team's 3-7 record. And of course, you see it right there. SB Nation's 4% of the Saints family members are confident that the team is headed in the right direction. 4%. And that 4% rate is probably a error rate. Anybody with good sense know that's some BS. But what might be more concerning is the fact that the majority of the Saints family members think that the single biggest cause for the Saints struggle is with the coaching staff. Hashtag fire Dennis Allen was trending on Twitter all week, and it's going to be trending all the rest of the damn year. And an online petition calling for his termination. It's 5,000 signatures. It's going to triple in a little bit. Thank you, Barbara, baby. Shout out for your for the super sticker. Much love to my queen, Barbara. Man, let me tell you something. 5,000 signatures are out there circulating. It's going to triple by this game here. Dennis Allen is the single cause why the Saints are 3-7. Any competent head coach with leadership capabilities and an attention to detail would have this team in more of a competitive footing. 3-7 is the fact that this guy doesn't have what it takes to be a head coach. And I've went over several different times and did several different streams of why and what kind of characteristics that you would need to advance based on characteristics of winning coaches over the last decade or so. They have a certain group of attributes that this guy don't have none of them. What's the biggest, and this is the poll that he's talking about. What is the biggest reason for the Saints struggle? 59% says coaching, 20% says injuries, 7% quarterback play, 7% front office performance by players, 6%, and 1% for others. It is most certainly the head coach is the reason why the team is suffering like what it is. They don't believe the team. And listen, when you're a coach, a head coach of a pro sport team or whatever, the identity of how you play and how you're going to move throughout the league is driven from the coach into his team. They take on his lead and they're led by him. So if you have a person that is weak, that is trifling, that is dumb, that is back-ass, that is stupid, that is not countable, that's not methodical, he's not a guy that pays attention to detail, he's undisciplined, he's a nincompoop, all these things, and you see, and then see how the team is performing. The team is despondent. The team is undisciplined, false starting all over the damn place. Guys, miscommunication issues. Guys don't know who they blocking. And this happened game after game after game after game. It don't matter if you home all way. They do the same thing consistently, which lends itself to poor preparation, which is the cause of the coach. This is the coach. This is a clear-cut example. This on all those other things are factors, but this time around, it's clear. In a season where there have been so many possible things that have gone wrong, injuries being the biggest, it is telling for the Saints family members. I say family members because I don't use fan. I don't think y'all fanatics for any damn thing. If you're a fanatic, you'll just support any old dumbass thing because you're a fanatic. Fanatics don't have no brains. They just get pushed over here and they just emotionally driven to this. I say family members because I know you smarter than a dumbass fan. So anyway, they said that telling the Saints family members to be confident in their criticism of Dennis Allen and the Saints coaching staff. Jameis Winston, Michael Thomas, Elvin Kamara, Lattimore, Jarvis Landry, Chris Olaves, Andrews Pete, Trevor Penning, Marcus May, James Hurst, Mark Ingram, Pete Werner. These are just some of the names of key players on the Saints who have been forced to miss time due to injury. And yet the Saints family members watching these games, arguably rightfully so, still think the issue with the team is with Dennis Allen and his inability to properly have this team disciplined and prepared on Sunday. Exactly. Chris, let me tell you something about Saints family members. Not fans, but family members. I ain't talking about the fans because they got a lot of fans out there in the world. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking about the family members that got good sense, that understand shit from sugar. Most people don't. But you look at all the cast of characters that he got listed there and all the injuries, that still means that in any NFL, in any situation that you encounter in professional football, you're supposed to be prepared for injuries. If you're not prepared for injuries, then you're not prepared to play football. It's a physical sport, and you got to stack your team properly. And the Saints were fortified well from injuries. They went over, when they did their off-season work, they did everything they were supposed to do from an off-season perspective. Where did it fall apart? It fell apart when the Saints started actually getting on the field to start implementing football principles on the field. Why? Because this guy is not good at doing that. The offseason moves were very solid. Getting guys like Tyrann Mathieu, Marcus May, these guys are good players. They don't look like that because they're playing under a nincompoop who don't know what he's doing. He has no leadership abilities. You had Jarvis Landry, who was brought in as an insurance policy for Michael Thomas, and the insurance policy paid off. Andy Dalton was brought in as an insurance policy for Jameis Winston. He wasn't supposed to play beyond 4 games or a month worth of games and play for 6 games. He's a backup. Backups are not good for long periods of times, only small stretches. And if you would have capped him off at a month, he would have been 2-2. So this is all coaching. They made some solid moves in the offseason, even adding Chris Olave to the wide receiver core. These were smart moves. It fell apart when you got to the field. Don't get it twisted. It fell apart when you got it to the field, and that's when he had to take it over from the field level and make it all work, and he couldn't do it. Thank you, Ryan, bro, for your super chat there. It says, does anyone in the media have the guts to ask dumbass Dennis Allen about the healthy weeks ago to not, he says, the DA about health weeks ago. He says, I would love to hear his response. He needs to be held accountable publicly because it seems he lives in fantasy land. Right. You heard Dennis Allen said, I got to apologize to the Saints. What you've been hearing me saying over these minutes, all these terrible losses and these bad losses, even Josh McDaniel, when he got beat by the Saints 24-0, came out and had to apologize to the Raider Nation. When he loses and do dumb shit, he gets in front of the podium with a dumbass, ugly rat face and stand up there and say we had a bad day at the office or we got it. Then he turns into a French person and starts saying we, monsieur. No. It is I, Dennis Allen, am not performing well as a head coach. And I need to change some things from me and let that trickle down throughout the organization. Dennis Allen is not doing that. He is not doing that. What he's doing is the same stuff. It's the same stuff over and over again. All right, let me recap this thing. We played the interview, and shout out to Jay Collada, man. He did a good job on the article that's attached to it and putting that video out there. So shout out to him. Shout out to Mike Triplett and Nick Underhill for opening up and delivering this message to the Who Dat Nation, because they're giving you the Veritas, but if you have the ability to discern, we knew it was already prior to this coming out. I was telling people there was cracks in the underbelly of the Saints franchise and their ship. Well, how you know that, Q? Because the team was underperforming. Anytime the team that has playoff aspirations is woefully underperforming, is due to leadership issues that are internal, and there are cracks in it was micro fractures at first, but now you can see them that the boat is cracking. And what Dennis Allen said, the reporters knew it was cracking and gave him an opportunity to come clean on it. Because he was saying, do you think you're going to lose the team or lose the locker room? Do you have concerns? Oh, no. One word answer, no. And he's so dumb and stupid, he don't realize when they asked him that, the reporters already knew he lost the locker room because they was already talking to the players. They know he did. Anytime you're $20 million quarterback, fam, let me get off of this. Anytime your $20 million quarterback comes out in an article during the season and tells the whole nation that you lied to him and deceived him and told him in London that he would not lose his job due to injury, and now he's losing his job due to injury, according to Dennis Allen, that is not good. That means dumbass. Hey, Dennis, that means you've already lost your team. That's why you're 3-7. See, I had to think about this, and let me tell you something. The reason why he don't see that he lost his team, because as a head coach, all he ever knew was junk. When he was with the Raiders, his teams, all these teams performed the same way. He was like, hey, man, this is normal to me. This is normal to me. Hey, what you talking about, Q? We got an opportunity to win 4 games. Hey, as a head coach, I ain't really do that too often. I have an opportunity to finish the season with 5 or 6 wins. Hey, that's a career high for me. I've never won more than 4 games during the season. So to get 5 or 6, hey, we're heading in the right direction. That's what kind of dude this is, because he's never been in that area before. That's all he knows. So at some point in some juncture of time, you got to look at it and say, hey, man, listen, I got to switch my perspective on this thing and switch some stuff up before it gets too late. Really, guess what? You can ring the bell because it's really at that point. The only reason why they feeling justified in this is because Dennis Allen is in this position because the Saints are still only a couple of games out of catching up with the Buccaneers because the NFC South is so bad. With that being said, that still don't help you because I said this, I have minus faith. Minus faith is not no faith. You see what I'm saying? No. No faith is no faith. Minus faith is below no faith. It's a deficit. I have minus faith in Dennis Allen to be able to turn this around. Why? You might ask, because he lacks the things that you need to do to turn this team around. Vision, leadership, accountability, attention to detail. This guy misses all of it. He checks all the boxes in the wrong thing. And he's operating in an emotional state of mind and not a logical one. The reason why Jameis Winston is not starting is not because Jameis Winston is hurt. That's BS. The reason he's starting is because he did that interview. He did that interview with Nick Underhill in Triplet. Dennis Allen didn't like that. He didn't like the fact that Jameis put him out there on the world as to show him the true hypocrite piece of garbage that he is. He didn't like that. So he's holding the grudge right there. Saying, well, hell, Jameis show goes out there and tells the world and I'm a lying. I lied to him. Well, did you lie? Well, yeah, but he wasn't supposed to tell them. No, bro. But Jameis, I applaud you. Jameis Winston and Jameis Winston people, I applaud you because it probably was y'all that got in Jameis in and said, you're going to have to switch up your strategy, bro. This dude is not going to play you. You're going to have to put pressure on him from outside. You're going to have to use the Who Dat Nation and get behind him to put pressure on this guy to change this around. And that's what you see right now. So he went on the offensive with that interview with Underhill, and he went on the offensive with this video that you seen with him talking about it. Hurt his heart and soul and his face, and you can look all up in his face and see that he's upset. Then he lied to me. He said I was not going to lose my job due to injury. There it is. Whoop, there it is. So at some point, what happens here? The Saints have the Rams in the dome. The Saints have offensive line issues. They're missing their 2 defensive end. Not looking good. But the thing is, had he made the switch against the Steelers, and they would have beat the Steelers with Jameis at the helm, they would have beat them. That would have and then you go into the matchup against the Rams. The Rams are not very good. They're missing Cooper Kupp. They can't run the ball. They got one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. You beat the Rams. You won game under 500, and you in place chasing the division leading Buccaneers, who you see in the 3rd week. You see how this could have lined up? You beat the Steelers. You make the switch. You beat the Steelers. You come into the next matchup against the Rams, who are terrible. Their top weapon is out. You beat the Rams. You won game underneath 500, and you in place to chase down the Buccaneers. So it's 1 and 2 is you and the Bucks, and then you got them in the next game after the Rams. You got the Buccaneers. You beat the Buccaneers. You take the division back. It could have flipped just like that, but not with a guy that is operating in that mind state, in that mind frame, in that mind state that Dennis Allen is operating. A petty rat-faced guy that only care about his own personal needs and what he need to do. I'm the head coach, even though you ain't won shit in your life and ain't no reason for nobody to believe in you as a head coach. You asking players to get behind you and fight for you, and you treating a starting quarterback, $20 million quarterback like that. Them guys ain't going to fight for you. I'm going to ask the Who Dat Nation, the great Saint Think Tank family members this. How many player-only meetings did the Saints players put together, huh? You can't call Alvin Kamara's thing a player-only meeting. What he did was he got up in front of all of them after a loss and yelled at them after they lost. That wasn't a player-only meeting. I'm talking about a players-only meeting is what players do when they realize that the season is slipping out of their grasp, and they all come together and say, listen, we got a dumbass coach right here, but yes, we got to still handle the business, and we got to get this on track. It starts with us. We got to handle it. How many of them did we get? Huh? Could y'all put it in the chat? Let me know. Maybe I was sleeping on that day. Maybe I took a vacation to Mars somewhere and I must have missed it. Maybe I've been under the rock for the last couple of years. I've been under a space rock some damn well. How many player-only meetings did the Saints players call? Huh? How many of them? 0. Nola Balls. Young City Night Ward. 0. The Saint. 0. How many? You know why there are no player-only meetings? Because the players don't care about the coach. The coach done sold their quarterback up the river, and they're saying if they do that to our quarterback, who's the leader of the team, and remember, this just ain't somebody. This is a $20+ million quarterback the Saints invested in over the next 2 years. He threw him. He lied to him. You do that to the quarterback, you do that to anybody. Who gonna play for this guy? Who gonna play for him? Who respects him? All you got is your word. And you look at him in his face. Wait, hold on. Let me pull up a picture of this guy. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me show you something. Look at this rat face. You can look at him and see it. Keenan Lewis even talked about it. Keenan Lewis talked about it. You know, only thing you have to do is take some rat ears and put it on his ears and give him a long rat nose, and that's who you got right here. Look at this picture right here. Look at this rat face. That boy looked like a rat right here. You could take, like he had a little cartoon, the rat face. Look at that rat face, some bitch. The bottom line is, man, listen, at the end of the day, you can't alienate your quarterback and expect the team to play for the quarterback they respect and love that was supposed to take them to the playoffs. That's not going to work like that. The mere fact that you did that and think you didn't lose the team lets me know that you are out of your mind. You fall detached from reality, partner. You are gone. You way out there past Pluto somewhere. You gone. Gone and going. You gone. You up out of here. You way up out of here. Gone. Done. And don't see none of it. That's the crazy part about it. He don't see none of it. None of it. He don't see none of it. Oh, I haven't lost the team. Really, Dennis Allen? The team 3-7, bro. You want to rethink what you're saying? Well, never mind, Q. I was going to say we're going to fight. Nah, he don't guarantee no wins. The one time he guaranteed the win was the Cardinal game, and they lost to the Cardinals. They don't play for him. They don't respect him. And even when they gave him the win, when they fought hard for him to beat the Raiders, did he appreciate it? Did he come back and do anything positive for him? No, come back, done nothing. They fell through the floor against Pittsburgh, and they might fall through the floor from the Rams. There is no more room for error for the Saints to lose any more games. They have to go on the streak. Are you have confidence that the Saints gonna go on the streak? It's only gonna get hot for Dennis Allen from this point. When the team went 3-7, it was a telling sign. They lost to one of the worst teams in the NFL at their building, and they should have won that game. Now you got the Rams here. You think the Saints beat the Rams? Then they got the Bucks behind them. They got 7 games left in the regular season schedule. How many games do you think the Saints get? This is all very sad. It's all very sad. This is awful. This is awful. All very sad. This is a playoff team that's imploded under the leadership of a rat-faced fool who don't know what he's doing and pretending to be a coach. Pretending. Do not let the New Orleans Saints brass sell you on this guy. For all the people out here who are not fans of the team, I'm talking about not dumbasses, but people that's willing to get up and say, you know what, we ain't tolerating this stuff. You're not going to sell us on Dennis Allen for the next 2 years or however his contract is and say, well, he just had some injuries and we're going, no. You can miss me with the injuries, New Orleans Saints. You're going to miss me with that. And I tell you, if you don't get this guy out of here, but by the time this year ends, we not buying none of your shit. I've been saying that. We not going to do it. We not buying none of your shit. We ain't buying no more Saints gear. We going to form an economic boycott, and we ain't buying none of your shit. We ain't buying your tickets. We not attending your events. You think Dennis Allen's worth that? You keep playing with us. We not going to let you pawn this janitor off on us as a winner when this dude losing the team. And I'm going to tell you what, when he gets to the end of the year, he going to fire all of his assistants, and them some of the best assistants you got in the NFL. Right there. It was good enough to win game after game with Sean Payton. You mean to tell me a problem with Dennis Allen? The only thing changed was Dennis Allen. You can miss me with that. Those same assistants that they had for years was winning with Sean Payton. And you mean to tell me now they're a problem? The same people was winning game after game with Sean Payton. But Dennis Allen get over the team, and now it's their problem. You gonna get rid of the assistants? Huh? It's not the assistants. The only thing you really changed was the coach, and that should be easy for you to see. I don't care what you got to do. And most of the times, these franchises do not want to fire these people because they got to settle with them and then take extra money to hire another person. So it's an economic move to them. They know it's the right move, but they don't look at it in terms of right or wrong. They look at it in terms of economics. It'll be expensive. We want all the money we can get, even though we give you all the money that you can handle. Your coffers are full and overloading. You don't pay any rent on that Superdome or out the arena. We pay for all the utilities. You get massive tax breaks. We letting you ride. You gonna pay for this. You gonna get this goddamn guy off this team, or you can buy your own goddamn tickets. Gail, you can buy your own goddamn tickets if you don't get this son bitch out of here. You can pack and ship his ass up out of here. We ain't buying. We forming a boycott, and we signing petitions. We calling up the organization. You get on the phone and call these people like I've been calling them, and the rest of the Great Saint Think Tank been calling them and worrying them people. I'm sending emails and calling them and every damn thing. Y'all gonna listen to us today. You gonna listen to us, and we gonna make y'all bottom line fall through the goddamn floor. We not playing no games. You gonna hear what we got to say. We ain't playing this shit 20 years ago when we still supported the team when they was losing. We not enabling losers. We not enabling or rewarding losing and dumbass shit. We're not Carolina. We're not going to let you sit up here and Matt fool us, or Matt with this Matt fool. It ain't Matt Rule, it's Matt fool. You're not going to get 3 years out of us with this dumbass coach. That's it. No, you got 1 year, you get them out of here, or you going to pay for your own goddamn tickets. I'm telling you. You're going to have some few stupid ass people who going to still go up there and do it because that's what they do. They just desperate. That anybody give them anything. Oh, I'm going to just give it to me. I don't care if it's 0-15 football. As long as it's football, give it to me. No. We don't reward bullshit like this, man. Don't you understand these people are disrespecting you and how much we give this organization, how much of our tax dollars and everything? You gonna listen to us on this, or you gonna pay the ultimate price economically. You can play with the Who Dat Nation if you want. We make you and we'll break your ass. You better pay attention to us. We want this guy out of here, and we living up to a standard. You gonna uphold this standard. You gonna get this clown ass dude out of here. He ain't no coach. He didn't deserve to have the job. He a dumbass and he don't know what he doing. The team falling through the floor behind this dude. Nobody respects him. Not even the people he putting in there and playing for him ain't even playing for him to save his job. I'm telling you, New Orleans Saints organization, y'all ain't heard the worst. Let this guy keep losing, and he will lose. You better make the choice. I know how they think because I know how business people think. They're going to figure how much will it cost to get rid of them? Well, it'll cost us $4-5 million. We could keep that money. We don't want to spend that much money to get rid of them. Or you going to get rid of them, or you going to lose a lot more. Play with us if you want. You're going to get this guy out of here. We don't ask you to do much, but to do it the right thing, to do the right thing to win, to hire the right people. We don't ask for much, but I promise you, man, you don't get this dude out of here. Let's see if Dennis Allen works what we about to put you on. We ain't playing with your ass, man. The whole Who Dat Nation, they sound just like me. They just as upset as me. You're not going to play with us like this. I'm up out of here, fam. Let me get the hell up out of here. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm as upset as you guys because I am who you are. I represent the Who Dat Nation. I represent the Great Saint Think Tank. And my voice is their voice. My voice is their voice. And I'm talking right at you. And I ain't playing with your goddamn ass. You can play with the Who Dat Nation if you want. You're going to pay for your own goddamn tickets and your own memorabilia, your own merchandise. You're going to get this crappy ass some bitch out of here. You're going to get him out of here. You're not going to sell us on this dude. Play with us if you want. Shout out to Big Low. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, man. I'm amped up right here, man, because the Who Dat Nation understand what we here for. We are winners, man. We don't play this bullshit, man. We don't play this crap. You're not going to play with us on this nonsense. Got me upset. All right, Low said, what would Rev say? Rev Saint, bro, you don't want to hear what Rev Saint got to say. Oh, man. Rev Saint, man. Rev Saint Low. Yeah. I can't do the Rev Saint, man. He too cool, bro. I'm up here. I'm up here right now, Rev Saint down there, bro. I would have to drop all the way down there. Baby, I'm going to try, baby. Let me see if I'm disciplined enough to do it because my dog Lo did get a super chat. I'm up here, man. I'm flamed up. I'm up here. So I got to come all the way down here to I'm flamed up in here, man. Every damn show I'm flamed up because I'm talking for the Who Dat Nation. I get people emailing me and comments and all that stuff. They flamed up, man. They flamed up. I'm telling you. They flamed up and I'm flamed up too. And I'm telling you, y'all ain't gonna, I'm talking for the family, man. I got a responsibility. I'm the mouthpiece for the Who Dat Nation. I got to tell it like it is, man. I got to tell it because the people telling me I got to tell you. I got to tell you. And if you don't respect our minds, that you ain't going to win going up against the Who Dat Nation. I'm telling you. Because you eat off of us, the money coming from us. You billionaires and successful because of our support. We know that. We know our power, man. Don't think for a second that we some dumbass fans over here. That's why I don't like using the term fan. Because a fan, that don't involve no intellectualism. A fanatic don't involve himself at all in any critical analysis or even in any type of thought process that involved in critical thinking. No. We're not fans over here. We are supporters of the team and we know our economic power over the team. Even though we let you pretend like you run it, but at the same time, if we need to, we'll pull that shit up off of you. I ain't joking about that. But shout out to the fan below. I'm up here, bro. Listen, I thank you for the super chat, but it's hard for me to bring it down. But I'm going to try, bro, because you my dog and I love you. Man. Woosah. Well, listen, baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. Baby, I'm burnt up, baby. Baby, I'm burnt up, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. I'm burnt up. I'm cooking, baby, right now. Shout out to you, Tasha, baby. Thank you. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, this is something else, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, I seen a movie, baby. I watch a movie, baby, and I was turning the channel, baby. They had a cartoon came on, baby. It wasn't a cartoon, baby. Baby, one of them old movies, baby, wasn't a cartoon, baby. It was a movie, like a 3D movie, baby. That it came on television, baby, and I was watching it, baby. I just got you watching the Saints game, baby. I had to turn away from the Saints game, baby. Baby, I turned away from it, baby. I put the cartoon on, baby. Baby, you know what the name of the cartoon was, baby? Baby, it was Ratatouille, baby. Baby, I looked at it, baby, and I said, that damn rat looked just like Dennis Allen, baby. I said, baby, goddamn, baby. Baby, I can't get away, baby. I turned off the Saints game, baby, to watch a cartoon, baby. And then the rat on the cartoon that was cooking, baby, looked just like the coach of the New Orleans Saints, baby. I said, goddamn, baby. Baby, it must have been a sign, baby, because a day before that, baby, I read an article, baby, on how that Dennis Allen, baby, how Dennis Allen had finked on Jameis Winston, baby. He had lied to him, baby. I said, ain't nothing but a rat, baby. Then I turned on the movie, baby. It was Ratatouille, baby. And I just seen Dennis Allen's face on that goddamn rat, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. It must have been a word from God, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, yeah, baby, look, baby, shout out to y'all, baby. I haven't talked to y'all in a while, baby, because, baby, listen, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, I'm upset, baby. I'm hotter than fish grease, baby, in the middle of the summer, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. I'm so hot, baby. I'm burnt up, baby. Baby, I'm burnt. I'm so burnt up, baby. You could shoot me to the moon, baby. You could shoot me past the moon into the sun, baby, and right into the center of the sun, baby. And land right directly in the center of the sun, baby, and be crispy, baby, and still not be more burnt up than what I am right now, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, I got to go. Baby, I got to go, baby. This is terrible, baby. Baby, I don't know what to say, baby. All I can say, baby, is that I bet not catch Dennis Allen on the street, baby. That's all I know, baby. Baby, I carry a walking cane, baby. Baby, and listen, it's a walking cane, and the end of it, baby, got a snake head, baby. Baby, let me tell you something. I twist that sucker off, baby. They got a sword come out that thing, baby. That's how I'm playing with you. Baby, I'll carve you up like Thanksgiving turkey, baby. I ain't playing with you, baby. I bet not see him on that street, baby. All right, baby. Who that? All right, Reverend Saint. Thank you, brother. Put that damn knife up, brother. Yeah, that's the Reverend Saint. He was a pimp back in the days, brother. He was in his backsliding days before he found God. So, Reverend Saint, put that cane away, brother, and go handle your business. All right, so with that being said, let me get up out of here, man. I'm done. I'm going to holler at y'all on the flip side. Listen, family, The game will be, we'll probably be back on the Sports Coma coming up on Sunday. If there's a special show for Saturday, hit the notification bell, and I'll be up in that thing. Also, to let you know, to my Pelican family members, the Pelican Post-Game Report will be tonight for my Pelican people. Pelican Post-Game Report will be tonight following the matchup against the Boston Celtics. That should be starting right now. So with that being said, thank you, Marlon. Shout out to you, Marlon. Shout out to your family. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. As long as I can spread a little laughter and joy in the Who Dat Nation in these difficult times, because listen, family, everything that you feeling, trust me, I feel it. I get all of the messages. I get it all, family, and I feel just like you. I feel just like you. I'm the voice of the Who Dat Nation. I hold that. I told that in the highest regard, and I'm going to always keep it real. 115, like I said, $1.15 is what I say. I'm going to keep it a real deal, Holyfield, or $1.15 with you, because I represent the Who Dat Nation. Been doing it a long time, and I'm with you on that, and I ain't backing down for nothing. So with that being said, I'm up out of this thing. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to holler at you on the flip side. Who that to you? And I'm out.
Yeah. Boogie like Benson, I'm a who that. I'm a who that. Long as I'm living, I'm a who that. Lose or winning, I'm a who that. Sports Coma, yeah, this is where we do that. Where we do that, 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 Boogie like Benson, I'm a who that. I'm a who that. Sports Coma, this is where we do that. Where we do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Somebody please better help. Running this thing like Elf. I thank God every day I'm not a felt. Go to YouTube Live with Big Q and the guys. If you ain't ride or die, the bandwagon get flipped. Been marching in, that was way for the ring. I was yelling out your shame for the championship. Bucking on Tampa, duck down. Falcons, pluck, get shut down. Panthers ain't much touchdown. The vision really belong to us now. So much hate on the Saints, you could probably tell. Ever since Bounty Gate hit the NFL, when things seem fishy, then you probably smell the crooked referees are Roger Goodell. Yeah, fucking like this, and I'm a who that. Every day I'm living, I'm a who that. Lose or winning, I'm a who that. It's the Sports Coma, this is where we do that. Where we do that, 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 Boogie like Benson, I'm a who that. It's the Sports Coma, this is where we do that.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who Dat To You. WhoThatDaily.com. That's right, the WhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoThatDaily.com is your site. The WhoThatDaily.com.